I will pull out a katana the size of your fucking body, bitch. Hey!
Motion up in poetry, bullet in the chamber, waiting till they get a load of me. I'm dialing from the rotary, the other end's a ringtone. It's like I'm at the 20, running to the other end zone. Never had a pretty woman keep me in the friend zone. Trying to worry not, what about any of my friends on? Return so much I probably pound until the send's gone. Weed under the button, the send strong. Phone still off limits like a motherfucker slanging Mary. Delivery on time, every time, deadly very. Good intention, but the honest very. Trying to find this peace of mind and count it out as monetary. My thoughts are forming into sentences. No telling when this evolution sends it into exodus. I'm not just out for the reference. Understood that getting is good, at least the present is.
Chemistry underrated. Your fundamentals basic, run the matrix. No dispute, I'm undebated. Beat banging like it's blood related. Elegance is understated. Orchestrations leave you sedated. Back fresh, recuperated, brothers in step, highly awaited. Long time coming, rhyme dumbing. Pour something Bacardi lime, rum inside a cup. Stomach rubbing, opinions borderline jaded. Stretch out accounts, blackboard to sketch out the routes. Stop short, stepped out the house in Venice. Bear witness, word scripted, 3-dimension vivid, exceed the limits. Meanwhile, I pencil in the digits. Gangsta white walls spinning. Levi denims and crushed linen, kangaroo coat with the custom stitching. Serve dishes, dirty soup kitchen. Heavy hitter, I swing it whenever you pitching. Y'all better listen.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Monday edition of the RSL. That's the Rising Stars League, and we have a makeup game scheduled for you, but it looks like Arkansas is still waiting for a couple of players to arrive. We'll have until 7:45 to make it, otherwise they'll probably need to forfeit that game. So we're just gonna look ahead, and the game coming up at 8 is the Lindsey Muskies and the Arkansas Glacier Cats. These two sorry about that, 1 second, folks. Where was I? This is a matchup I've been looking forward to personally since the big trade that Dead Latin pulled. So I'm hoping to see Galchenyuk show up tonight. So he has yet to show for a game in the RSL. So So Arkansas looking like a rejuvenated team, finally getting another win after losing a couple in a row. Andrew Gaze and Renegade put on an absolute show last Wednesday where they scored 11 goals total combined. Andrew Gaze had scored 5 and Renegade had scored 6, and guess what the final score ended up being? 6-5. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch that on demand of the game last Wednesday. It was Arkansas and Chicago. It was quite a game to watch. I think it went into maybe quadruple overtime. Yeah, it was quadruple overtime. Jesus. I knew it went late, but... And it looks like the St. John's team has left this pub. So they're anticipating their game with Arkansas at least. I don't see them in the team speak. Let's go ahead and get to DTMB. That's where the games will be. Oh, and if you're paying close attention, you'll notice I actually changed the jerseys finally. I used to do it about every game, or not every game, every night I would change the jerseys. Now to reflect the Stanley Cup final, I've gone ahead and made them the Washington Capitals against the Vegas Golden Knights. Unfortunately, I only have the Adidas jerseys for Vegas. Anybody that donates to the channel, we will send you a picture of Crisp's titties. Heard it here first. Running out of things to talk about. Arkansas has 4, but they're running out of time. Oh, nope, they don't have 4, they only have 3. Looks like they're discussing something with the GM of St. John's. That's Novastar. They could either be discussing the forfeiture of their rescheduled game, or maybe they're going to reschedule it again. Honestly, anything could happen. The VOC has been rather lenient when it's come to reschedules this season. I assume it's better to be lenient on those than just forfeit so many games in a season. It all makes sense. So they'll all get played eventually. Well, it looks like we're going to be gameless until the 8 o'clock start, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the Rhymesayers playlist. And I will see you again when 8 o'clock rolls around.
I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. My dog died.
When you were 6.
Really? I guess I've never gotten over it. Dark cloud constantly hovering over me. I've been a bad seed ever since the ovaries. Mama looked at me and told me what it was. Said boy's got a shadow big enough to block the sun. When it's all said and done, I'm comfortable and numb to the fact that I'm constantly sweating under the gun. But it's worth it, ain't it? My friends think I'm famous. My manager wants to put his foot inside of my anus. Haven't got a decent night's sleep now in ages, and all I got to show is empty loose leaf pages. It piles up, but that's the life that I'm used to. Pressing up against the knife with a loose screw. Sing the blues and everybody assumes you could use a little old-fashioned down-home talking too. I don't talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. My truck broke.
You ride the bus.
Well, it never showed up and it really sucked. Stormwater constantly filling my cup. Been a hot mess ever since I was just a pup. Papa looked at me and told me what it is. Said boy's got a weight on his shoulders no one can lift. Tried a couple times and honestly I admit it's a bitch, but I kind of appreciate what it did, cause it's worth it. Yeah, the world gets a laugh when my girl's telling me I could benefit from a quack. Haven't got a moment in forever and a half, and they wonder why I'm drinking like a pirate in a crash ship. That's it, no more, no less. You should learn to be as comfortable with your mess. Sing the blues and everybody expects they could be the one to save you from the depths. I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust.
Go ahead and wager that you never listen to another song. I can't say I blame you either, cause if you made records, you ain't gonna catch me listening to that shit. But if you do, I just want you to know I didn't make this to hurt you. God knows you done hurt enough. I'm just, I don't know, trying to make some real shit. Bye. You ain't ever gonna see me again if I can help it. Little fella, take it easy. Fresh out of forced tears, kisses and hugs. You about to lose a company your misery loves. Ain't never did nothing but try to cure your disease. At least help the symptoms, instead you infected me. I'm not the kind of man to draw a line in the sand. If you gotta draw it all, then it's time for you to scram. P.S. You can keep all this shit and hang around your broke friends and call yourself rich. Struggling I did with you was all for nothing. It was never enough, your heart set on suffering. I admit that I was weak in the beginning. I wanted someone to need me instead of a friendship. I didn't think I deserved a true partner, so I transferred the arrangement I had with my mama. Since you never listened to a word I ever said, maybe seeing this door slam will get it through your head. I don't love you, I don't think I ever did. And if you hadn't tried to kill me, I'd have stayed for the kid. There's nothing more for us to say. Got my mind made up, I'm walking away. Sometimes we just outgrow the role that we play. Hope you find a happy ending to your story someday. There's nothing more for us to say. Got my mind made up, I'm walking away. Sometimes we just outgrow the role that we play. Hope you find a happy ending to your story someday. Round and round we used to go. I never fucked you right, I made enough bread, I know. If I'm such a bastard and mistreated you so, then how is it you're losing your mind to see me go? Truth be told, I held you together for all them years and I cheated on you, never defended your honor. Took in your mama when she tried to rehab and had your back through the drama. You got a sick stone under your ribs, where a heart is supposed to live. Sick, twisted, and vindictive with your windows dim. Baby, in that wicked hard-boiled fish, you must shiver. How you threaten to kill the most precious gift that you'll ever be blessed with, unless you're twisted, demented, and depressed and shit. And alone, cause you faithfully slayed your friendships. And since you never listened to a word I ever said, maybe seeing this door slam will get it through your head. You don't love me, I don't think you ever did. And if you hadn't tried to kill me, I'd have stayed for the kid. There's nothing more for us to say. Got my mind made up, I'm walking away. Sometimes we just outgrow the role that we play. Hope you find a happy ending to your story someday. There's nothing more for us to say. Got my mind made up, I'm walking away. Sometimes we just outgrow the role that we play. Hope you find a happy ending to your story someday.
I'd like to take this time to honor a BOC member who is no longer with us. And the spirit of BOC, he's totally still with us. He's actually in the TeamSpeak right now talking to his team. But of course I'm talking about Doug, and I was shared a song. I don't know who wrote it. Payne Retzky sent it to me, and all I know is it's called We'll Miss You, Doug. And Doug, you know I'll miss you. This one's for you.
Sing a song about a man named Doug. It had question marks to the hockey name. He was the best all-time defenseman, no one ever even came close, cause they were gay. Then the day came where goodbyes were said. He lived on the coach, but the player was dead. Rumor has one day he'll show up as a ghost, or at least a man wearing bed sheets on his head. Doug, we'll miss you, please come back and play someday. Remember your look up turns, kids, remember what he would say. BOC sang D-U-G on a windy, fateful day. The league rules all went dark that night and the colors faded away. What are we gonna do when he is not there to set things straight? When we need a little pushback from a guy that can pull his weight. BOC sang D-U-G on a windy, fateful day. The league rules on went dark that night and the colors faded away. Sing a song about a man named Doug. It had question marks to the hockey name. He was the best all-time defenseman, no one ever even came close, cause they were gay. They really were. Then the day came where goodbyes were said. He lived on the coach, but the player was dead. The rumor has one day he'll show up as a ghost, or at least a man wearing bed sheets on his head. But not in the racist way, I didn't mean it like that. Do the racist way. I didn't mean it like that. Do up, do up, do up, no. I'm to the racist way. 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 Ay, 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 ay. Sing a song about a man named Doug. It had question marks to the hockey name. He was the best all-time defenseman. No one ever even came close, cause they were gay. They really were. Then the day came where goodbyes were said. He lived on the coach, but the player was dead. Rumor has one day he'll show up as a ghost, or at least a man wearing bed sheets on his head. Doug, we'll miss you. Please come back and play someday. Remember your look up turns kids. Remember what he would say. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ay, 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 ay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ay, 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 ay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ay, 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 ay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
I guess that's the whole song. Thank you for that beautiful song, Payne, and Doug, we will miss you. Rolling up on 8 p.m. It looks like just one of the players is here right now. And Arkansas still looking a little bare, looking at the TeamSpeak channels. Let me take a look at the schedule. They haven't updated it yet to show that they've forfeited the game that was scheduled for 7:40, but if that does indeed happen, that would be their third forfeit. And if they have to forfeit this one as well, that would be their fourth. You never want to do that when you're a GM of a team, but sometimes your players just don't show up for whatever reason. Looks like they'll have at least 4 since Andrew Gaze is here. Though he's not in the TeamSpeak channel. as Not Led said, Arkansas's only got 3 skaters, so potentially a forfeit. And we're 2 for 2 so far. Hopefully we have some action to bring you soon. Maybe we can find a scrim or something going on. As we still don't even have an NHL game to bring you any information on. As that is just starting right about now, the pregame ceremonies. Game starting, but that's a lie. Don't get your hopes up, folks. I'm gonna hop out and see if I can't find anything interesting. This would be a pub. Not a scrim. I think it's all Bismarck players on the blue team, though. So in that case, let's just put the Bismarck Bobcats logo on the blue team and see what we can get. Off the draw. Not Led controls it in the corner. I'm not commentating this pub. What am I doing? Here's some music.
held the register open while he counted her change. I was next in line, which meant I was invisible. From where I stood, I could see that the till was full. He didn't look the type to play superhero, so I stepped forth and paid for my cigarettes. Crept out the store's front door to chase a little breath. Bangles in my head, shake the song off. Another manic Monday night, it's gonna be a long walk. A car pulled up, a fixed up cutlass. A woman and a child climbed out and left it running. They went inside of the deli, placed an order with the extra $1.50 bottled water, cause the daughter's picky. When they came out, mommy gave me a glance that said, man can love an angel, but he's gotta take the chance. Already knew the deal, I lit one up and walked. So they got back in their Oldsmobile, belted up and took off. Thug love on the corner by the Walgreens, looking at me like I'm just another square saltine. As I get closer, I notice they showing each other sketches out of their notebooks, reminding me of my old roots. I walked past with a nod and a reminisce. Swear to God, hip-hop and comic books was my genesis. Respect the life and the fashions of the children. It's the only culture I've got, exactly what we've been building. All of a sudden, I'm in front of some man. No, he's a youngin', but he's got a gun in his hand. He looks 15, he looks frantic. No, he looks afraid. Immediately apprehensive till I heard him say, do you want this? It's not mine, I promise. I found it on my block in between a couple garages. Didn't want to leave it for a child to stumble over. I don't even know how to hold it. It was a 38, the poor man's machete. Held it in my hand, thinking, damn man, it's heavier than expected. Wedged it behind my belt buckle, knowing that it's evil, even thought that I could smell trouble. The extra strength felt weak, but over there on the corner, so what I needed and proceeded to cross the street. Put the heat in a mailbox, to lose it, figured that the post office knows what's best to do with it. Mosey down the road, thinking about the old. I used to roam this zone through 2 feet of snow. Right here, this used to be a record shop. I've gotten love, I've gotten drunk, I've gotten beat up in that parking lot. I've had my Lake Street pride for 3 decades. These alleyways and these street lights have seen my best days. Before I was a germ, learning how to misbehave all the way to the grave. Southside is my resting place. Took a ride on Lindale, I'm getting near, but then the road became empty and the people disappeared. The clouds ran away, opened up the sky, and one by one I watched every constellation die. And there I was frozen, standing in my backyard, face to face, eye to eye, staring at the last star. I should have known, walked all the way home to find that you wasn't here. I was still all alone. No matter where I am, no matter what I do, I'm always coming back home to you. They can leave me for dead, they can take away my truth. I'm always coming back home to you. Through the lies and the sins that ride the wind that blew, I'm always coming back home to you. As sure as the life in the garden that you grew, I'm always coming back home to you. No matter where I am, no matter what I do, I'm always coming back home to you. If only I had known what you already knew, I'm always coming back home to you. From the heaven I've had to the hell I've been through, I'm always coming back home to you. I'm always coming back home to you.
Such a pleasure to come home because I have a very special love for this city.
A song about where I'm from, you know. Big up my hometown, my territory, my state, but I couldn't figure out much to brag about. Prince lives here, we got 10,000 lakes, but wait, the women are beautiful, to me they are, and we're not in infested with pretentious movie stars, and it hit me. Minnesota is dope, if only simply for not what we have, but what we don't. It's all fair, it ain't out there, it's in there, it's in the mirror, behind the breast, under the hair. Follow the dream, doesn't mean leave the love. Roam if you must, but come home when you've seen enough. I love New York and Cali, but I ain't moving. Too overpopulated, saturated with humans. And I'm not big on rappers, actors, or models. If I had to dip, I'd probably skip to Chicago. None of this is to diss, no one, nowhere. Like damn, I'm from Minnesota, land of the cold air. Too many mosquitoes and a fair share of egos. But like my man Sabi says, that's where my mind so is. So if the people laugh and giggle when you tell them where you live, say. And if you know this is where you wanna raise your kids, say. If you're from the Midwest and it doesn't matter where, say. If you can drink tap water and breathe the air, say. Got trees and vegetation in the city I stay. The rent's in the mail, and I can always find a parking space. The women outnumber the men 2-to-1. Got parks and zoos and things to do with my son. The nightlife ain't all that, but that's okay. I don't need to be distracted by the devil every day. And the jobs ain't really too hard to find. In fact, you could have mine if you knew how to rhyme. This is for everyone around the planet that wishes they were from somewhere other than where they standing. Don't take it for granted. Instead, take a look around. Quit complaining and build something on that ground. Plant something on that ground. Dance and sleep on that ground. Get on your hands and knees and watch the ants walk around the ground. Make a family, make magic, make a mess. Take the stress, fuel your motivation, and build your nest. It sucks that you think where I'm from is whack, but as long as that's enough to keep your ass from coming back. And with a smile and a hint of sarcasm, he says, I beg your pardon, but this is my secret garden. Alright. So if the people laugh and giggle when you tell them where you live, say. And if you know this is where you wanna raise your kids, say. If you're from the Midwest and it doesn't matter where, say. If you can drink tap water and breathe the air, say. If the playground is clear of stems and syringes, say. If there's only one store in your town that sells 12 inches, say. If no one in your crew walks around with a gun, say. And if you ain't gonna leave cause this is where you're from, say. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Mankato, Minnesota. Duluth, Minnesota. Kansas City. St. Louis, Missouri. Columbia, Missouri. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Madison, Milwaukee. Cincinnati, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Boulder, Colorado. Lawrence, Kansas. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Indianapolis, say
And we're coming up on 8:20. The Bismarck Bobcats and the St. John's Ice Caps are in their respective TeamSpeak channels. They look like they're ready. This pub they're playing in will have to end sooner than later if they hope to play at their scheduled times. St. John's currently 4-3 on the season. Actually, I don't think that's right. No, that is right. I thought they've played more games than just 7. Wow. Anyways, they're led by legendary Trev, who's got 15 goals and only 1 assist. That's a total of 16 points. That's crazy amount of goals. The second in command would be Dr. Germs. He's got 8 points. That's 2 goals and 6 assists. And that's trailed by Novastar, who has 2 goals and 5 assists. Novastar definitely the leading playmaker for the Ice Caps. Legendary Trev, the resident goal scorer. Ice Caps are a dangerous offensive team, that's for sure. They even have some defenders that can play offense pretty well, and Dr. Germs, and even Crisp, and Mooman. Anyways, now I'm just naming their roster. Let's talk about Bismarck a little bit. They're led by the Little Owl. That's their GM. He's got 9 goals and 4 assists in 9 games. That's a 1.44 point per game streak, or whatever you would call that. Point per game ratio. And just behind him is Bear with 10 points. It's, they've got a solid lineup. They traded away a couple of their players in Squire and Johnson to pick up Billiam and Super Hot Glue a few games ago. Their roster has been bolstered and they look stronger than ever. Super Hot Glue has been traded to the Arkansas Glacier Cats. Never mind, I'm an idiot. That's I was looking at the rosters and stats spreadsheet, and they were moved, but I guess it has been restored since then, and they're back on Bismarck. They're supposed to be on Arkansas. That's why that's confusing. Yeah, so Bismarck, they don't have Billiam and Super Hot Glue anymore. But they still have Kanye West and Tim Jim. Tim Jim, a solid goaltender. Bear, great goal scorer, just behind the Little Owl on that team. Oh, it's 8:20. I should probably get to DTMB. Just in time. Sometimes I just like to hear myself talk. Let's go ahead and go to the right game, Bismarck and the Ice Caps. And a good face-off win for the Ice Caps. And a dangerous chance. Legendary Trev scores right off the bat. Got one in the back of the net, only 8 seconds in. And another face-off win. Goes back to Kanye West for the Bismarck Bobcats. Tries to dump it in, but Dr. Germs deflects it away. Pass made up to Novastar, who sends it back. Drop pass made to Legendary Trev. A hard angle chance. Decides to pass it back to the defender, or his defenseman, Dr. Germs. Novastar playing those corners. Kanye West able to chip the puck out. Now Trev for the Ice Caps, crossing into the Bismarck end. Here's a dangerous chance, and Crisp! What a beaut! You can't draw him up better than that. That is an absolute textbook bar down goal. A bar deezy. I wish I remembered to use the instant replay there. It's a little too late now, but that would have been a perfect goal to look back on. That was a great shot by Crisp and a great goal. Good save by Tim Jim, and it is sent way out. Bounces to the side of Nina. Dr. Germs accidentally turns it over to Monty, who rips it from the blue line. Great save. Not sure if Nina or Crisp got a piece of that. Both of them were there. Looking at the replay, it was indeed Nina who stopped that puck. Now another chance for the Bismarck Bobcats. Kanye West gets them on the board finally. This has been quite an exciting first period. We're just about at the halfway point of it, and we've already seen 3 goals scored. They don't get much more entertaining than that. Dumped up the boards. Monty trying to play it, but it's sent away. Radades gets there, leaves it for Kanye West. Shoots it wide of the net. And Monty able to center it, but Radades not able to get a piece of it. Novastar now trying to get it out. Played back to Dr. Germs. But the Bobcats able to keep it in. Crisp finally getting it out of the Ice Caps zone and playing it deep into the Bobcats end. Tim Jim keeping the puck played behind the net. Kanye subbing in goal for Tim. So Monty plays it off the boards, but Crisp is there to block it. So he plays it back down the boards. And Kanye and Crisp have a little back and forth. There's the Little Owl fighting for possession at center ice. Sends it up to Radades, who was just in perfect positioning and a perfect receive, but he hesitated, or I don't know how to describe that. He just wasn't able to get the shot off, and unfortunately that beautiful chance was missed. Novastar leaves it for Legendary Trev, but a miscue as Trev doesn't turn on it fast enough. He gets this one though as he dekes all 3 of the Bismarck skaters. Wow. He scores. He undressed absolutely everybody on that team. It's getting a little spicy in here as Crisp and Monty are chirping each other. Actually, Crisp chirped Tim. Monty stuck up for Tim. What a bat. Almost a hard angle shot, and it lands right out in front in the slot. Legendary Trev takes it. And Crisp has it just above the blue line. He shoots it, and Trev not able to deflect it on goal. As Radades gets it and sends it way out. It's stopped by Crisp at center ice. Sent back into the Bobcats end. There's 3 seconds left. 2-1. And the first period is over. So now we get a breather after 4 goals. Great period for the Ice Caps. The Bobcats are going to have to regroup. Get something going here in the second period if they want to remain competitive. Radades makes a play at the blue line, ends up going wide of the net. Nina lets it. Legendary Trev plays it up to Novastar, who loses it. It's sent back down the boards. Radades collects it for Bismarck. Dumps it in, but no one's there to control it. Monty gets there, actually. I didn't think he was going to. But it's dumped back out of the St. John zone and into the Bismarck end. Shot wide of the goal. And Monty turning to get there. He tries to shoot it, but it ends up way wide. Nina hesitates to make that save, and now he's got a owl right in front in the crease. And it's 2-3, Bismarck. And Owl has the puck at center ice. Radade's out in front. Nina is turned around. He gets it in close and tucks one in easily. Owl, the second of the game. Bismarck ties it up. What a shot by Novastar off the face-off. We've already matched the goal totals from the first period, I believe. No, we had four goals in the first period. We've already seen 7, though. How exciting is that? The best part is it is a tight game. It's anybody's to win. Out in front, Radades ends up deflecting it wide. The little Owl tries to get it away from Novastar. Ends up succeeding in doing just that. And he takes a long shot. That's on. I'm not sure if it bounced off the crossbar. I'm waiting for the replay, in fact. No, I can't get it on. It looks like it was the crossbar, actually. If it was you, Nina, I hope someone counts it. And Radade's trying to turn this into a breakaway. He has a hard angle. And Nina gets a piece of that. I think it was going for the side of the net. Still a great save, though. And Monty with those quick turns ends up potting one in the back of the net. He's got his first of this game. And the game is tied once more. Germs with the excellent stoppage at center ice. And a great save by Tim. The little Owl gets it over Novastar. Monty with the great receive in the zone. Pass to the slot. And it's turned over. Legendary Trev gets it out of the St. John's end. And Germs with the rocket ends up going wide. And it's sent out. Crisp with the great deke around Kanye, but it's sliced away from him. Picked up now by Radades at center ice. The little Owl has a breakaway. And Nina gets his stick in the way and forces him to send it wide. Great work by him to come out and break that angle. And we're in the final 30 seconds. Now final 20. Will there be one of those last second goals? The little Owl trying to make something happen. He takes a shot from behind the red line, and Radades tips it in with 3 seconds to go. Breaks the tie. Bismarck. It's 5-4. What a way to end that period. Not just by equaling the goals scored in the first period, but scoring more. We've had 4 goals in the first, and now we've had 5 in the second. We can only assume we're getting 6 in the third. You can start placing your bets what that final score is going to be now in the chat. And a bouncing puck lands on top of the net. Into the Bismarck corner. Little Al sends it to Radades, gets it out, and it's spinning. And a whiff on that play. Radades gets it turned on net. Great save by Nina. Good block by the Little Al, who almost gets it past Nina. It was just wide. And Dr. Germs tries to get a breakaway, but Tim sees it coming and, well, does something about it. And good stick work by Novastar. He got that puck into the corner. Now he's digging for possession. And Crisp shoots it into the corner. Kanye gets rocked off the boards. It's taken out by the Little Al at center ice. He takes the shot. It's just wide. Nina still gets his stick on it. It's sent into the corner. It's been about 2 minutes and we haven't seen a goal scored in this first period. What a strange change of pace, but it's kind of nice. And a breakaway chance for legendary Trev, and there it is, the hat trick. Bet Trev heard me talking about it was kind of boring, no goals scored, but goes ahead and scores anyways. Radades turns on that, but loses control. Nina sends it back out. Kanye West now dumps it back on. Monty has it behind the net. Played to the Little Al, who passes it off to Kanye West. Kept in. The Little Al dumps it into the St. John's end. It's about 1:30 to go. Game's tied 5-5. Will the next goal be the game winner, or will it have to go even further? Even further than 11 goals. Legendary Trev gets around everybody except the goaltender. What a stop. Now the Little Al. No bias here at HQM Network. I just respect a good save when I see it. In the final 30 seconds, if nobody scores, we will be going to overtime. So it's hard to believe, just less than 2 weeks ago, there were no overtimes at all in the RSL regular season. Now all of a sudden, it seems like every other game we're going to overtime. Must be some kind of conspiracy to keep the standings tight. That's the only thing I can think of. Now we're in the overtime period. It's sent just to the right of Tim. I should say left. It's technically stage left. Legendary Trev tries to turn around, but Monty gets it up to Radades. Gets around Chris, but Dr. Germs is ready for it. And sitting back into the Bismarck end. Novastar digs for possession. He has it. And it's sent back around the boards to Crisp. Legendary Trev racing for the puck. Sends it down, and the Little Owl gets it off to Monty, but Legendary Trev again with possession in the zone. The St. John's Ice Caps have kept it in the offensive zone for the last minute now or so. Now Bismarck gets a chance. No, they won't. Radades mishandles that puck, and that's sent back into the Bismarck end. Radades and Monty in the offensive zone. Radades sends it down to Kanye. Monty spins to win. Unfortunately, doesn't get it on net. Kanye at the blue line. Falls back to the Little Owl as two sticks collide at the blue line. Little Owl with a long shot. Almost fools Nina as it drops back to the ice. But he stops it still. Little Owl with another long bomb. That one going wide, of course. Dr. Germs fails to handle that puck, so the Little Owl gets it to Radades. Actually, now it's taken by Crisp, and Legendary Trev with the breakaway. Will this be it? Yes, it will! And the final score is 6-5. The Ice Caps are your winners. Legendary Trev notching 4 goals in that game. 6 points. He now has, quick math, 22 points on the regular season. What a guy. Now your final game of the night, we'll get some more Bismarck as they will be playing the Chicago Wolves. Maybe. So it looks like they've got 4 in their TeamSpeak. They may or may not have 5. So we may be looking at another rescheduled match. We'll keep you posted. Scores have not been put in yet. I guess there really has only been 1 game played that was supposed to be played tonight out of the 4. I take it as everybody exiting the TeamSpeak as the game has been rescheduled. Yep, in big bold words it says reschedule on the spreadsheet. They just updated it. So with that, thanks for watching the one game we had for you. I've been Vector, you've been watching HQM Network. I'll be back tomorrow night with LHL Tuesdays. I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a great night.